Today we are presenting a heart-touching story of a father and his beautiful daughter. 5 more minutes. For all of you, it's a bit emotional story and communicates powerfully the importance of living in the moment, work-life balance, prioritization and time. It was cozy morning in the winters and sun rays were giving soothing effect on the body. Robert took out some time from his busy schedule and went to the park near his house. His 5-year-old daughter Claudia was insisting him that she wants to play in the playground of the garden. They reached at park and Claudia started playing on the toy bike in the garden. Robert sat on a bench near the playground and started observing his daughter. After half an hour, a young woman came and sat down next to Robert. Robert was feeling quite happy while he was looking towards her daughter. The lady sitting next to him smiled and said, "That's my son over there." She pointed to a little chubby boy in a blue sweater who was gliding down the slide. "He's a cute-looking boy," Robert said. "That's my daughter on the bike in the pink dress." Then, looking at his watch, Robert called to his daughter. "What do you say, Claudia? Shall we go now?" Claudia pleaded, "No, just 5 more minutes, Dad, please. Just 5 more minutes." Robert nodded and Claudia continued to ride her bike to her heart's content. 15 minutes passed and Robert stood and called again to his daughter. "Come on, Claudia, it's time to go now." Claudia again pleaded, "5 more minutes, Dad. Give me just 5 more minutes." Robert smiled and said, "Okay, sweetheart." Claudia continued playing. She was really enjoying and Robert was smiling and watching her. His eyes were filled with full of happiness. After 15 minutes or so, same thing got repeated. Robert called Claudia as she pleaded to allow her to play for few more minutes. Robert happily permitted her to play for some more time. The woman sitting next to Robert was observing all this and was quite surprised with the behavior of Robert. She said, "You certainly are a patient father. I appreciate your efforts to entertaining your daughter's request again and again with smiling face. If I would have been at your place, I would have certainly got annoyed." Robert smiled and then replied, "Her older brother John was killed by a drunk driver last year while he was riding his bike and coming back home. I never spent much time with John and now I would give anything for spending just 5 more minutes with him." I vowed not to make the same mistake with Claudia. She thinks she has 5 more minutes to ride her bike. The truth is, I get 5 more minutes to watch her play. Moral of the 5 more minutes story. In today's competitive environment, everyone gives more priority to career and work. People have hectic routines to achieve their goals in professional life. You should always ensure to maintain a good work-life balance. Spend some time with your family members and friends.